Well, hello, welcome back out to the shop. I know it's been a while, been super busy. With spring coming on, there's a lot of yard work and stuff that needs to do. Getting our camper ready to go for the camping season, so we moved it from the side of the yard back into the driveway. I have a 30 amp plug that's right out there so we can power it up, make sure everything's good to go, which it normally is. Just got back from a week-long trip to Portland for my day job. Had a great time out there, got a lot accomplished. So now we got to get all that data and get it accumulated and all that to give to the management there so we can make some decisions. But out here, nothing's really changed. Still waiting to get the gantry crane built so we can start installing all these parts that are on the table. But that's coming along probably fairly quick. I know I've been saying that, but I think I'm not going to say slowing down at work, but we're reaching a steady spot. So the confusion and all that with ramping up is about over with. What else? That's about it. We're just super busy. So we continue to clean parts and paint parts. And I think once you've seen the process going through the apron and the gearbox and the saddle and the taper attachment and all the other things, I don't know if you want to see any more, but you can leave a comment. I still have the, what do we have? Oh, the tailstock and the steady rest. So we still have those to redo. So if you want to see how those go apart and how I clean them and how I put them back together, just let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do it. It doesn't take any time to film it. I have to do it anyway. So I have to do the job anyway. So if you want to see it done, we'll definitely do that. I'm still trying out my new video setup on the stand. I seem to like it. The only thing I notice is that I look at the monitor instead of the camera. So our next step may be to build a teleprompter for this. And if you haven't seen how a teleprompter works, it's the monitor lays flat or in a horizontal plane, and it has an angled piece of glass in a box, and the camera sits directly behind it. So you reverse the image on the display and it shows into the box or reflects to the glass, and you're actually looking at the glass and the camera's behind it. So it keeps me from, like I'm looking at the camera now, and now I'm looking at the monitor, which is very easy to look at the monitor. It's just natural to look at yourself and see what's being filmed. So we're gonna do that. I did pick up a couple things at a recent auction. I have just a small pedestal grinder. I threw out $50 just to see if it would go in it. That's what they sold for. So I think the stand's worth that. So it runs, it's very smooth. The light dangles, but no big deal. And then we got, let me grab this chuck and I'll bring it over here. We bought a small 10-inch 4-jaw chuck. I'm not going to say inexpensive, but very good one. So I was happy to get it. It looks tiny up against that lathe, though. I did slide it on just to see, and yeah, need a bigger one for sure for that thing. But it'll do for now, and if nothing else, if I can always resell it, so it's not that big a deal. But it's exactly a D16 that goes for that. So I still think I'm going to try and find a 16-inch for it. So we'll keep our eyes up, but sometimes you just can't pass up on these deals. I noticed, who is it? Oh, Adam Booth. When he goes to auctions and stuff, even though he may not need it, he takes it, resells it and all that, and it's a good way to keep up your shop. And I agree, Plus it's a hobby too. I love going out to these auctions. It's just cool. The whole reason we have a Sydney lathe over anything else is because I couldn't let it get thrown away. I mean, they were going to scrap that thing. I mean, it's in my opinion, great shape, and I've learned a lot learning how to rebuild it. And I didn't know I would like doing it as much as I do. And I really do like doing it. And that's the whole reason we built the 200-gallon parts washer, a wash down booth, a jib crane. We're doing the powder coating oven and stuff like that. I already have a spray room in the back of the shop. So I do believe I'm going to start doing some woodworking videos too. That's what I was trained in 20 years ago and did that for quite a while. And I really do like doing that. But I don't do enough of it anymore. And there's tricks and shortcuts that I've learned through the years that you can really make some fancy stuff without a lot of effort. And so, you know, in creating woodworking and architectural woodworking, there's things that you need to do to make it look architecturally correct. But then there's things you can do to add shadows and stuff like that. And that's all what those big trim pieces are, is adding those shadows and stuff. So it's pretty neat. So I want to remodel one of the rooms in our house for a, I don't want to call it a den, but it's going to be a den. And I want to put wainscoting at the bottom and maybe a coffered ceiling on the top. So I haven't quite figured it out. You know, usually coffered ceilings work good with a higher ceiling height, and I only have 8-foot ceilings in there, but we'll see. Might be able to design something that's pretty shallow with a small crown mold on it. So we'll see. If it doesn't look good, we won't do it, that's for sure. And what else? Oh, I wanted to need a new mailbox post. So we're going to build a mailbox post that has some solar lighting inside of it to illuminate the numbers and maybe illuminate a sign on it. So we might do that. There's just some things I want to do. So I think with that, you know, I haven't forgot about the sitting lathe for sure. It's just that, you know, life happens and you have to kind of roll with it. Last year was a little slower than this year is just crazy busy. So hopefully, you know, our hours at work, I'm fairly happy being with 40 hours, to tell you the truth. After about 40, you know, your ambition to do stuff at home kind of fades off. So so we'll stick with the 40, maybe 50, and then we have time to do stuff here. So until next time, and hopefully it'll be quicker than a month, that's for sure. See ya.